Hello everyone, and now welcome to a game between SoIn versus Infi. This game taking place here on Amazonia. SoIn has spawned as the red orc player over here on the bottom left-hand side of the map. Meanwhile, Infi has spawned as the blue undead over here on the top right. Undead versus orc in this 1v1 matchup, and really I gotta say this is patch 1.31. This is my the first day that I'm casting these particular games. I haven't seen a lot of replays, and it's gonna take some time for me to adjust my predictions in terms of what players are gonna try and do. With that said, I don't expect a drastic change between 1.30 and 1.31 at this stage in the game. It's simply too early to tell. It's too difficult for players to immediately be able to change up their strategies and figure out and min-max the timings to know when they're going to build a particular building, what particular strategy they're going to want, their creep timings, and things like that. We are going to be looking at SoIn opening. Blade Master Crit is back, Mr. Crota. Yes, it is. Blade Master Critical Strike once again works with Claws of Attack and Orbs, making that Blade Master that much more powerful in the late game. Anytime you can get Gloves of Haste plus bonus damage on that Blade Master just deals so much damage so quickly. One of the reasons why the Blade Master is so good is normally you shut down heroes by taking away their mana. A Mountain King with no mana plays very differently than a Mountain King with mana. However, a Blade Master, even without mana, is potentially very deadly. The amount of supporting characters and the supporting cast for that Blade Master between the Shadowhunter's Healing Wave and the Spirit Link can cause a lot of differences. Blade Master now trying to go after that Renegade Wizard here, getting in a little bit of damage and purposely pulling back and forth. No Lightning Shield being cast though. I am a bit surprised, but that Renegade Wizard will end up getting taken down. Once that Renegade Wizard is gone, there it goes, picks up Claws of Attack +6, waiting for the Voodoo Lounge to complete. Should be able to drop, sell the Squirrel Town Portal, pick up that Healing Salve, and move along his merry way. Now, Undead is perhaps the most different with patch 1.31. Death Knight, yes, Undead Aria. Death Knight is no longer the go-to hero or forced go-to hero because of the Ritual Dagger. You're able to heal units by sacrificing these skeletal minions now. So there is this whole entire Undead ceremony that plays very differently. Acolyte trying to get away back on Blight. Is there a Nerubian Tower? No, there is not, as this guy is just going to be able to dance around back here. What is this grunt really looking to do? All right, Death Knight now making its way over. Could perhaps get some damage onto that grunt here. Hi, Arya. How are you? All right, as the grunt is just going to try and hide off over here. Blade Master is going to go ahead and attempt to head on in. The Blade Master getting in some easy strikes. However, the Death Knight is going to be able to get some damage onto that Blade Master as the Ziggurat is under, well, a bit of just duress. All right, Blade Master down to 133 hit points. You saw the Dust of Appearance, and the Blade Master realized, you know what? I cannot stick around in this fight. I need to back away, and will quickly back away. Follow-up attacks will not be nearly as fruitful as the Nerubian Tower is already up, slowing down the attacks of the Blade Master. Yes, Arya? Yes, I can get you some ice cream after this game. Back over here, Blade Master still sitting at level 1. Death Knight wants to do a bit of creeping, but doesn't know where that Blade Master is. And this is the mental trap that a lot of players are forced to play against when they're fighting against an orc player. Knowing that your a Blade Master could potentially be right behind you. There's that Windwalk Strike. Yes, it was a surprise attack. As the skeletal minion now perhaps trying to hurry away. Will it be able to aggro those creeps? That is the question there. It's going to hide off over here, aggro those creeps, and now, well, be forced to take a little bit down. We want to co-casting with your daughter or wife. There are a couple co-casts with my wife at the very least. Meanwhile, Death Knight now wandering around. What is going on with the Undead tooltips? Undead unit tooltips? I don't know. It's still in the Orc overlay, if that's what you're talking about. Blade Master is still sitting at level 1, killing a frog just so that you can somehow get back and get a little bit more damage. Death Knight now comes back over. There's the skeletal minions coming back around. Grunt now down to 191 hit points, but purposely gonna go ahead and use a Scroll of Speed in order to get away. Scroll of Speed, one of the main reasons, handling one of the major weaknesses of the Orc. Orc army is generally very slow. Yes, Arya? I don't know. All right. Yep, there is a flying sheep. Yeah, this is what it would be like if I co-cast with my daughter right now. Not very informative. All right, Crypt Fiends now coming back here. Death Knight making their way around. Grunts trying to do a bit of chasing as they're just trading damage back and forth. Not much going on there as the skeletal minion now going to go ahead and scout out. Oh, is going to be able to get that grunt? No. If you can somehow disrupt the healing salve, that is still a very good use of a skeletal minion right there. Death Knight now heading back over here to the top right. Let's see, we should be looking at a Lich getting added. Halls of the Dead. There's that slaughterhouse in addition to a sacrificial pit. Sacrificial pit for that shade, incredibly important. Death Knight now making its way back over. Gonna try to finish out the Forest Troll Trapper here. Blade Master. Blade Master goes ahead and tries to steal a little bit of a steal as the Blade Master now gets some damage onto that Death Knight. Crypt Fiends may be forced to pull back. As well, the Crypt Fiends cannot really do that much damage to that Blade Master, at least not yet. Lich now out on the field with, well, Frost Armor as its main ability. It slows down the Blade Master significantly, reducing the attack speed, but also adding in additional armor. It's a very strong 1-2 combination to try and mitigate much of the damage. Meanwhile, back across here, a 5-3-3 creep camp, or 5-3-1 creep camp, or 5-3-3 creep camp getting cleared up. Lich, yep, there is another flying sheep. Thank you. As we're looking at the Kobold Taskmaster getting finished off. Death Knight uses the Dust of Appearance, makes sure that there's no one around, and picks up the remaining units. Yep, it's the pandas. Yes, I bought you pandas in Thai or in Shanghai. All right, ow! Ow, tweaked my back. Oh, hurt my back. Lich now currently out onto the field, low on hit points, but Obsidian Statue is now back out as well. Death Knight sitting at level 2, getting close to level 3. Meanwhile, the Shadow Hunter and Blade Master ready to head back down as well. All right, SoIn is getting his perfect army and also going for Fortress and adding in that Tauren Chieftain. The Tauren Chieftain is a very strong third hero just because it helps deal with the overall slower movement speed of that Orc army. Oftentimes, Orc players go for Endurance Aura first just to try and catch up and make sure that to neutralize a little bit of the movement speed bonus that the Death Knight gives with its Unholy Aura. I don't know. Illusion now heading back around. Illusion heading across over here, trying to do just a little bit of scouting. Obsidian Statues are close by. Lich is sitting at level 2. I haven't seen the Ritual Dagger being used as of yet, but there's a quick Shadow Hunter right there, but quickly spotted that it is just an illusion with the help of that Shade. Quick Ensnare coming across as well. Meanwhile, let's head off back down to the south. Death Knight, well, runs into the main army here. Tauren Chieftain, well, it does have War Drums bonus first from that Kodo Beast. No Endurance Aura as of yet. It could be Stomp or Shockwave. We'll have to wait and see. Also, I'm looking. I do not see a Spirit Lodge. And I actually only see a Bestiary. This is a bit of a surprise. Normally, you go for 2 out of the 3 Tier 2 buildings. A Bestiary, a Spirit Lodge, and a Tauren Totem in order to really round things out. Also, Tauren Totem with Pulverize would work out very well against all of the Crypt Fiends, but will expose, well, Infi to the bonus magic damage from these Obsidian Statues that will turn into Destroyers. Tauren Chieftain still has not gotten anything as of yet, hasn't used any mana. Perhaps it hasn't used the skill at all. 49 supply compared to 47 as we're looking at where all the units are going here. Lich does have an Orb of Corruption as the Crypt Fiends, Obsidian Statues, and now Dark Ranger on the move. Dark Ranger with its silence. Kodo Beast trying to get away. Scroll of Speed. Well, is it going to eat and run? That is the question there. Purge onto the Crypt Fiend. Crypt Fiend could get taken down. There's a Death Coil to try and save, but it's not going to be enough as the Blade Master's Purge more than enough there. A big stomp. Tauren Chieftain putting his foot down, not liking what he sees as the Obsidian Statues are in the back here. Tauren Chieftain army the Blade Master led Orc army very powerful right now as they are in a bit of a chase. Shadow Hunter with the heals still pulling back the lower hit point units. Crypt Fiend slowly being digested. Tauren Chieftain now all of a sudden silence. Didn't want to get into that very front spot as a Crypt Fiend now gets taken down again. SoIn with a 9 supply lead as we're maybe looking at a handful of Raiders now finally getting taken down. 1 Raider, 2 Raiders getting taken down again as the Obsidian Statues are now chasing back. All right, Lich trying to get in a little bit of damage once more as the Blade Master heads back here. Scroll of Speed minimizing the losses and allowing the Crypt Fiend, the Crypt Fiend to be digested by that Kodo Beast. All right, using this opportunity, Death Knight wants to try and clear out this creep camp right here, trying to pull over the remaining units. There is that Renegade Wizard. An illusion quickly spots the Blade Master, though, and a good use of that illusion there to try and make sure, well, that you are not going to get creep jacked and not get caught out of position. Death Knight now continuing to move around here. There's a Purge from that Destroyer as we see a silence quickly being thrown down. Raider now back out onto the field. Destroyer down to 149 hit points. Death Coil not going to be able to make it as the Tauren Chieftain going to try and run on inside. Are we going to see a stomp? No, it is just too much all over the place, and a beautiful Hex onto the Death Knight followed by a stomp onto the Lich gives the win. SoIn with a clear advantage and victory over Infi takes this game. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.